Either way, there's another WoW video I wanted to watch. History of Rogue World of Warcraft. Here we go.
That's it. It's elimination.
History of Rogue Episode 1 from Big Moran, who is like a big, cool-ass fucking YouTuber. This video is actually like the best summary of WoW people. Let's just watch it. Let's watch
Only one team will advance to the finals to face off against Sea-Doo and the rest of the guys in Method Orange.
Was Outlaw against Peekaboo Outlaw in the BlizzCon lower bracket semifinals. The winner of this series moves
Free
to the grand
Wreckful.
final.
Oh my god.
Captured, trades that trinket, getting in position for a potential spirit link. The Ghost of Crew could quite possibly run Chaz down. Will he be able to stay alive? Is the Vengeance Crusader just becomes a mill, but they dismantle it. They completely dismantle that Big Black in game 2.
Oh, I can hear the music. That's crazy. I know every single rogue we've seen in this video, even Rhythmic.
This is a story.
So earlier on my stream, like yesterday, I think, I mentioned that I think all of WoW PvP and like the direction and the meta and the mindset of like how you approach an arena match all stems from rogues. All of it. Basically, like rogue has kidney, rogues open with sap, like it's rogues. So this is
about the
a good
class
video.
and the players who helped define PvP history.
Yeah.
It's told from the perspective of its main character, the rogue. And unlike most stories, our main character isn't always the hero, nor are they the villain. In fact, there's something in between, the anti-hero. This is the story of how one class, and the minds that mastered it, shaped the game for millions of players.
World of Roguecraft. So I'm just going to talk like y'all don't have any idea what's going on. Maydai made a big-ass WoW PvP video. You can see the warrior in there. Let me close all this shit the fuck. And World of Roguecraft made a video where he would kill really geared players with 0 gear. Just all of their cooldowns. So this is a big famous warrior right here. Getting killed by this guy who's wearing nothing. Literally wearing a worn dagger. Like the starting weapon when you make a level 1 rogue. So this is Neilio. Neilio would just do cool, like, vanishing death coils and blinding people's trinket instantly and cool reaction time highlight montage stuff. He just vanished to Thingamajig there. Wreckful's Wreckful. Peekaboo. Wreckful was like the highest rated, well, he was on the highest rated team, period. But he was a famous rogue. He played in tournaments and whatnot. And then I remember when he started streaming, it pissed me the fuck off because he had like well over 12,000 viewers AFK in Stormwind doing nothing. No camera, nothing, no mic. First stream ever. AFK in Stormwind. 12,000 viewers. That's it. Because he was such a big name in WoW. And also, it was an earlier time, like I said, that the only reason my stream blew up was because I played a Feral Druid, and no one knew how to play a Feral Druid. And people started using streams to learn how to play, right? Now imagine who's looked at as to be the best WoW player, period, in Arena, goes live. Imagine people's excitement to get to watch Wreckful do Arena. This is when streaming first started, so it was a different time. But yeah. And Peekaboo still streams. This, I still remember when his prepubescent voice. Like, I literally probably was in a call with him when his balls dropped. He was the young prodigy rogue that plays too much and is getting way too good. And now he's probably one of the best rogues there is in today's WoW, yeah. Waz is also just the same, but the European version.
For many players, the first introduction to the rogue was here. Deep within the jungle of Stranglethorn and lurking in the mountains of Redridge was a silent assassin. And for many brand new adventurers, rogues were the game's first true villain. No build-up, no warning signs, just the chilling sound of an ambush, followed by the crushing realization that someone had been watching you the whole time, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Even if no one was
This is
there,
not Wreckful. I don't know who this
felt
is.
like you were being watched. So for many, the first memory they have of a rogue isn't heroic or fair, but terrifying and cheap. Rogues were expert practitioners in one of WoW's oldest traditions, the gank.
Oh, that's Grim. Probably like the most famous WoW classic rogue montage. I don't know who this is.
The earliest days of PvP were defined by pure, unfiltered chaos. We were nearly 10 years away from the era of scripted gameplay. PvP was completely disorganized, chaotic, and sporadic. In these early days, it wasn't the most skilled player who emerged victorious. Victory belonged to the warrior with the strongest sword, and the mage who landed the biggest pyroblast. PvP was a numbers game. Big crits were all that mattered.
Yeah.
But through the flurry of blood and steel of WoW's earliest skirmishes, it quickly became apparent that rogues possessed something unique. It was a superpower that almost every other class lacked: control.
Cheap, into gouge, into kidney, into blind, into stealth, into cheap, into gouge, into kidney. What the fuck is that? World of Roguecraft again. Throat, kidney, vanish, sap, trinket sap, resap. You fucking losers.
I distinctly remember the day my friend told me about World of Roguecraft. At first, I thought he was joking, and my entire perspective on PvP changed forever.
Remember, this is a famous warrior that he's killing, not just some random warrior in the world.
It seemed impossible that someone with nothing more than one white dagger could systematically destroy the best geared players on the server. The balance of power was being
This is a
shifted away
rank
from
14
big
rogue.
crits.
Not famous like May Die, but
precise
still,
control.
same gear.
These videos proved that epic gear meant nothing if you couldn't control your character. That if you were permanently stunned, blinded, and sapped, there was no way you could win.
Also, the damage didn't scale with gear. Yeah, Eviscerate.
The chaotic nature of PvP was being tamed, one cheap shot
Eviscerate
at a
didn't.
time.
Yeah.
Little did any of us know that we had only glimpsed the surface. The boundaries of WoW's mechanics were just beginning to be explored, and the glass ceiling of what was possible in PvP was about to be shattered completely. The Burning Crusade wasn't just PvP's first expansion. It was arguably its most transformative. This was when rated arena combat would be introduced to the game, fundamentally altering the landscape of competitive play forever. In the years that followed, a flourishing esports scene began to develop, and at the core of many teams was, you guessed
A rogue.
it, the rogue. But before we look closer at what was happening inside the Grand Arena, we need to understand what was developing outside the arena walls. Because years before 2v2,
Dueling.
3v3, or 5v5, an art form had been developing
Yep.
in the background. It was practiced in every corner of Azeroth and was happening in both the open world and outside
And everyone duels
each and
rogues.
every city. It was the art of the duel. For any serious PvP enthusiast, getting ganked by a rogue was an easy rite of passage. The real test and the true measure of skill was dueling a rogue.
Yep.
And there was no greater expression of true mechanical mastery than the iconic Rogue v Rogue matchup. The Rogue versus Rogue duel was chess played at lightning speed. It was a battle of prediction, counter-prediction, and mind games. Who would shrink it first?
I think
Who could
rogue
vanish
versus
the
mage
blind?
is a little
There
whatever.
have been many great rogue duelers throughout WoW's history, but none have been quite as iconic as Emilio.
Blinding their trinket. Vanished blind. No, can't even tell what's going on, but I know that out of the 11,000 that you hear, maybe
region would have its own rogue, and they would face off in the MLG circuit, fighting for the title of World's Best. During this time, Wreckful would even encounter his own rival, a rogue named Woundman. He was known for his technical mastery over the class, with mechanical skill.
I mean, he was a very good rogue, but he played fucking
These two would face off on the
assassination
arena ladder, competing for rank 1, but also would find themselves face-to-face in tournaments. And as is tradition, Wreckful and Woundman would find themselves in a duel, quite literally. One of WoW's oldest traditions.
Woundman was looked at as a villain in a sense because he played assassination. Assassination was like, it's a lot less control. You have a lot less mobility. You just do damage, right? So it was looked at as like the lesser skilled spec. No cheat death, blah, blah, blah. But Woundman was like he's on par with Wreckful. He just is. A lot of these rogues are. Wreckful's the famous one, though.
Was being kept alive by the biggest players at the time.
But it was...
Rogues
assassination was cringe.
From the gank, and were always searching for new ways to express their skill.
What spec is Woundman playing in this? Oh, he's assassination in this duel, too. That's, I feel like, worse in Rogue vs. Rogue.
Deep within the archives of WoW PvP lies one of the most important videos of all time, Control. Just as the early World of Roguecraft videos had showcased the power of CC mechanics, Wreckful's Control would demonstrate something even more nuanced, how rogues could be effective at enabling their teammates. Unlike the open world movies from vanilla WoW, Control showcased mastery of teamwork. It revealed how rogues could chain their CC in order to create opportunities for their teammates, and how they could make the players around them feel overpowered. While PvP at the time had been largely defined by big egos and flashy solo plays,
Vanguards.
Wreckful proved that the winning strategy was generosity, using your abilities to help those around you, rather than simply just showcasing your own skill. Wreckful was proof that teamwork and selfless play could achieve far more than ego alone. Wreckful was, and forever will be, considered by many to be the greatest PvPer of all time. But I believe his true greatness is often misunderstood. Despite being PvP's protagonist, I think Wreckful never wanted to be the main character of the story.
Okay.
Wreckful consistently surrounded himself with WoW's greatest players, many of whom would go on to become legends in their own right.
Okay.
Players like Snuts, Vinruki, Talbadar. What Wreckful mastered better than anyone else was the art of being the perfect supporting character, the player who made everyone around him better. But just like he would shape PvP history, he would soon shape the future of entertainment. And just like his journey in PvP, where Wreckful surrounded and elevated his friends, he would do the same in real life. The generosity of Byron Bernstein extended far beyond the walls of the Grand Arena. Wreckful would teach the world how to play rogue, but Byron would teach the world how to be a friend.
Well, that's sweet, but this is not what I fucking expected. What a... That's sodas. That looks good. What is happening? Oh, it's BlizzCon. Okay.
And of course,
one veteran rogue.
It definitely is, and that's Wreckful. I mean, everyone knows Wreckful. Of course, he's getting him a little hype-up speech, telling him not to let it get into his head, because they can just come back from this, even though it is 2-0 currently.
Okay. Oh, there's toes. Okay.
Following his ban from WoW, it seemed like PvP had lost its main protagonist. And as the game evolved,
okay, but
the
he
cast
kept
of
playing.
characters capable of filling that void was shrinking. But across the Atlantic, something was developing on both private servers and on the retail game, with the legacy of the Rogue being carried on through the growing tradition of RMP, a comp which would soon shape the future of Arena. A young Danish rogue was emerging as Europe's most promising talent. He was cocky, flashy, and possessed an almost supernatural affinity for the most demanding mechanics the class had to offer. He was clearly on a trajectory to become one of WoW PvP's newest protagonists. But waiting for him on the west coast of the United States was North America's own rising star. Another young, flashy player with the skill and charisma to claim the throne. It seemed inevitable that these two rogues were on a collision course, destined to meet in the ultimate test of skill and willpower. It was just a matter of time before they would face each other in their own legendary rogue versus rogue duel, a confrontation that would not only crown a potential champion, but would decide who would inherit the legacy of the greatest PvP class in World of Warcraft history.
All right, Big Moran. That was sick. What is this? Oh, Swayze and Peekaboo. All right, cool. Cool video. Didn't expect that massive Wreckful tribute, but that's cool. I'll take it. Turtle every day. Yep. Is there an episode 2? Uh-oh. Probably not. Nah, not yet. They're working on it. Neato.